Hey, good morning. It's early. I'm chugging along. Yeah, I don't know. I'm staying out of trouble. And then finally, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just I'm same old, same old. So these were some of the responses to my question of my quite open-ended question of, hey, what are you up to? What are you doing? What's up? This is just sort of, it's the day after Thanksgiving here, and usually on Fridays when I record something, I call it Fast Friday, because I'm often fasting on Thursday, although it is Thanksgiving here in the United States, and fasting was not on the agenda yesterday. There's another term, it's called feasting, not fasting, but feasting. This is more of a feast Friday. So indeed, we feasted yesterday. And still, back to, I'm chugging along. And I think of the answers of what people are doing, and maybe I catch them off guard when I ask such an open-ended question. Something like, hey, what are you up to? And here comes a blatant sales pitch. And I give you that disclaimer because I don't usually do blatant sales pitches. And in fact, it's interesting because I kind of thought yesterday, well, hey, I have a solution for you. Come join my program, The Year of You. And let's turn that chugging along year into a year of fantastic revelry and celebration. That's kind of how I feel. And I'm just not a salesy kind of guy. And yet, some people, like coaches of mine, say, Bradley, you need to sell something now and again. You need to offer up, what you're selling, or you need to sell what you're offering. Ooh, that was kind of good. I need to offer what I'm selling, and I need to sell what I'm offering. Oh, I like that. I just made that up. This is the kind of thing that happens early morning on a Friday, usually more after a fasting, on a fast Friday instead of a feast Friday. But hey, I'm feeling good. So what am I getting at here? What is this? I'm chugging along, or I don't know, I'm staying out of trouble. And I think back to my blatant sales pitch. My blatant sales pitch is the year of you. You can find out more at repossible.com/YOY, like the letter Y, the letter O, the letter Y, year of you. And my program is a plan, a roadmap, a guiding light, a north star for your upcoming year. It's very relevant now. It's Thanksgiving. It's the end of November, and the new year is coming up quickly. And do you have a plan for the coming year? Do you have a plan to get beyond your I'm chugging along, or I don't know, I'm staying out of trouble? Is it just me? Is it the creator in me? And I absolutely admit that I am a dyed-in-the-wool creator, card-carrying creator. And for me, creating is the ultimate in joy and meaning and purpose and happiness. And creating things is where I get my energy. And I know it's not for everyone, and I'm not saying you need to create something next year, with the exception of I'm saying create the next version of you. So what does that mean? How can I create the next version of me? And it's part of the plan. So in the writer's world, we talk about pantsers and plotters, or we can call them gardeners or architects, or some call them discovery writers. And these are people like me who just wing it and do it, and will figure it out later and just get started and just make a dent or give it an effort or run around the block if you're on the way to training for your marathon. And yet many people, probably more people, they are structured and architectural about it, and they want to plot their plan. And I have to admit, I believe that these people have it up on me. I think that the plotters and planners and architects have it easier, have it better, frankly, because they're making a plan. And this is where I divert from my discovery self, and I help you with a plan for the upcoming year, for the year of you. And if you're wondering if the year of you doesn't sound very altruistic, or it sounds very maybe egocentric, and it is, because the year is about you. And I mentioned the oxygen mask on a regular basis. And the oxygen mask drops down in the airplane, and you are able to save yourself before you can save others, or help yourself before you can help others, or give yourself the energy and the power to then share that energy and power with others. So that's where the year of you comes in. It's in the form of a book, and I try not to mention the word book because it usually freaks people out, and they think, a book? Oh, I can't write a book. And believe me, you don't need to write a book. It's more like a fill-in-the-blank questionnaire that's going to help your upcoming year have more clarity, courage, and confidence. The clarity to know what to do, the courage to do it, and the confidence to finish it, to see it through to the end. There you go. There's my blatant sales pitch. And the reason I mentioned this morning here is I feel I'm not about to go on a sales pitch rant on Thanksgiving evening, to some friend I rarely see or something, and I offer up, you're just chugging along. Here, welcome to my program. Although that's kind of what I want to say, because I feel like I have a solution, and the thanks I get and the great gratitude I receive from people who have done the program. They say, like, thank you for putting me on my path. Thank you for, showing me the light. Thank you for giving me a roadmap so that I can be my best self next year, or be my next self. And I think the idea is more just of a conscious plan, rather than, here I am talking, rather than winging it, rather than, next year, I don't know, we'll see. Whereas this, at least it's going to give you one goal. And by the way, the goal isn't an all-encompassing, complete roadmap for, every day of the following year. It might be a little thing. It might be one little project that you want to work on. You want to learn Italian. So maybe you have multiple books, right? And again, I shouldn't even say the word book. You have multiple plans or projects or roadmaps. I kind of like roadmap. If you want to know the real thing I like, it's called treasure map. Because treasure map is just more exciting and more adventurous, and you're going to get to from A to B. But then when you have the treasure map, it's more exciting because there's more unexpected treasure at the end of the roadmap. So there you have it. This is my thought early on a Friday morning fast Friday, although we did no fasting. It was feasting galore yesterday. It was glorious and wonderful and delicious. Hey, that's what it is, Thanksgiving in the US of A. So if your next year, if your plan is something like, yeah, we'll see, or I'm chugging along, or I don't know, I'm staying out of trouble. In other words, if you don't have a plan for next year, or a plan for part of your life, and remember, I'm not saying quit your job and move to Nepal and be a monk. I'm not talking about huge, drastic change. And in fact, I think the most successful projects are the smaller ones that you actually accomplish. So on that note, I prefer the smaller goals, especially if you're just getting started with the Year of You program. Choose something small that you might finish. And what if you sort of accomplish your goal already by March? Awesome. You know what you could do? You could start a fresh new Year of You and get started on your next one. And what does that build? It builds confidence. Confidence that you can achieve your goals, and confidence that you can make the changes, and you can have a transition or a transformation or a change for the better into something improves in your life, or there's a dream you've been after for a while and you want to accomplish it. And again, I'm not talking move to Italy necessarily, right? Although that's mine. But you have your own. And it's not my book. It's yours. It's not my year. It's yours. It's not my plan, my roadmap, my North Star, my guiding light. It's your plan, your roadmap, your treasure map, your guiding light, your North Star. It's not mine. It's yours. It's all about you. Because the better you are, then the better you can be a guide to others. I get into that more in the program. I talk about villains and heroes and guides, and villains are who hold us back, and heroes are who we strive to become. And then once we become heroes, we see sort of the true goal, and that's a guide. I get more into the definitions of what these three are, but just a little sneak peek there is that the guide is sort of the true goal, the bigger goal, but kind of harder to understand if you're in the villain stage where you're talking about procrastination and perfectionism and you're kind of stuck, or your answer to what's going on is, I'm chugging along. I'll leave you with that on a feasting Friday early in Phoenix, Arizona. It's Bradley Charbonneau signing off on the not every weekly Fasting Friday podcast and Repossible YouTube channel. Go check out the Year of You at repossible.com or repossible.com/YOY. I actually like that. It's sort of, why, oh why have I not done this before? Come visit, check it out. Let me know what you think, and have a great Thanksgiving. And if you're not in the US of A, just have a great Friday and have a great weekend. Bye for now.